Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is in the U.S. Capitol today to meet with U.S. President Trump. Netanyahu is expected to ask for a reprieve from Trump's tariffs. Israel has been tagged with a 17% reciprocal levy. Netanyahu could also face questions about Gaza and recent Israeli airstrikes, with Palestinian journalists saying just this morning they were targeted yesterday in a strike. Crystal Gamansing live in our London bureau with the latest. Let's begin with the Gaza news out of that and that latest strike, Crystal. What do we know about it?
Well, we are told by Palestinian journalists that they woke up at about 3 o'clock in the morning to the sound of explosions. Video from the scene in Han Yunis shows tents on fire. Journalists, among all of the displaced individuals, were camping in these tents around the Nasser Medical Hospital complex. That hospital not functioning anymore, but a chaotic scene, fire. We are told by Palestinian paramedics that 2 people were killed, including 1 journalist. 9 other journalists were wounded. The Hamas-run government now says the number of Palestinian journalists killed has risen to 210. So far, Heather, we have not heard or seen any reaction from Israel Defense Forces. They often post notices about strikes up on their Telegram channel. No comments so far this morning.
And there is some diplomatic work underway as well today, Crystal, with Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, in Egypt for talks. And as I mentioned, Israel's prime minister in Washington today. What is on the agenda for those discussions related to the region?
Well, in Cairo, French President Emmanuel Macron said he is committed still and thinks that diplomacy is the best way to ensure security across the Middle East. He was invited to Cairo by the Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. He will also be meeting with the King of Jordan. They are getting together to try to find that path back to that ceasefire. They are pushing for Israel to lift the blockade on aid shipments. That went into effect on March 2nd. So no aid, no food, no fuel, no medicine has been able to get into Gaza since that date. And at the same time, as you mentioned, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in the United States. Yesterday, he arrived, met with some American officials. He will be sitting down with U.S. President Donald Trump later today. They are supposed to talk about trade and tariffs, but you would assume he would also be asked about the war. There will be a press conference later tonight in Washington. That's expected around 7 o'clock. It's not guaranteed that they will, however, talk about the war, considering their focus is on the economy.